Hey, it's Shelly from Best Buy's blog. I've been testing out the Lockly Vision and Lockly Secure Pro smart door locks. The Lockly Vision is actually a smart lock and a doorbell, a video doorbell combined, and the Lockly Secure Pro is a deadbolt for your door. Both the Lockly Vision and the Lockly Secure Pro come with everything you see here. So it is a full install where you'll have to remove your old deadbolt. And you also get a Wi-Fi hub. It's for the Lockly Vision Smart Lock and Doorbell. It's called the Vision Connect Hub. And for the Lockly Secure Pro, it's called the Secure Link Wi-Fi Hub. Both the Lockly Secure Pro and the Lockly Vision are fairly similar. The main difference is that the Lockly Vision has a video doorbell built in, and they both have fingerprint access, so you can scan your fingerprint to gain access to your door. You can enter key codes and give out access via key codes. You can use an e-badge, so that's a badge that you would send to somebody and they would download the Lockly app and then they can log into your lock. Or you can just use the Lockly app and you can pop open the door. One of the first things that I noticed about Lockly is how well laid out all of the instructions are. It includes all of the batteries. It even has a little sign that tells you that you can press the video doorbell to get a response. I found setup very easy, but if you struggle at all, there are stickers on every part of the lock. So it actually will guide you via the stickers straight through the install process. And another thing that I really like about Lockly is how it has keys. So I don't normally use keys. I have had smart door locks on my doors for a few years now, but it is nice to have those keys handy if you ever do need to get in. That being said, the batteries on Lockly, both Locklys, should last about a year. And there's also a charging port on there for a 9-volt battery where you can just tap the 9-volt battery to the lock and jump start it. To start the install for the Lockly Vision, I had to remove my deadbolt, so this is just me installing the deadbolt from Lockly. You'll put the faceplate on next, and you'll thread the cords, the wires, through the deadbolt and towards the back of the door, and that's when you attach the base plate. Once you line up the base plate, you will attach it via 2 screws, and that will connect the front door plate. And once again, you just have to make sure that those cords are threaded through because they connect to the back plate of the lock. Here's a look at the back plate of the lock, and as I mentioned, everything has stickers on it, so you cannot go wrong with this install. And it tells you exactly what you need to do. So you have to thread the connection wires into the port in the back of the lock, but you also have to set up the sensor. There's a sensor there. So because my door opens to my right, I put the sensor on the right-hand side. That's because you actually have to put the sensor right beside the lock and then a sensor on the door jamb. You will be prompted along the way to test your install and make sure everything is working right, so that it's not like you have to install the entire thing and then discover you did something wrong. It does prompt you along the way just by pushing that button. And once I did that and I confirmed that my lock was opening and closing the way that it should be, then I was ready to put the sensor on the other door. The sensor is essentially just a small white little device, a little object, and you put it on either side of the door and it just confirms to the lock that the door is shut. And when the lock knows that the door is shut, it can auto lock, so it will automatically lock the door whenever you need it to. I did have to reposition the hole for my door lock so that the Lockly could close properly. But once I did that, everything worked seamlessly. It had no problem opening and closing at all. The last step was installing the hub, attaching it to my router, which was essentially just plugging it into power and connecting it via Ethernet to my router. And then I downloaded the Lockly app and I added the lock to my home. And that's when the real fun starts. So you can use this lock, as I mentioned, with keys, and you can grant access in a number of different ways. So it has a touch screen, and as you can see on that screen, there's just different numbers within those circles. So you can randomize those circles if you want to confuse people when they're entering your code, and you can also use the fingerprint access on the side of the lock. There are settings within the app so that you can set it to auto lock. Depending on how long you want it to wait before auto locking, you can set it for 30 seconds or 60 seconds. And you can set up all of your key codes in there. This is just what it looks like on the back of the door when the actual lock plate is installed. So you can see it's got a really nice seamless look. As I mentioned, you can enter codes. You can give people access codes. So this is the great lock for an Airbnb. But my favorite way to open the door is with the fingerprint scanners. So all you have to do is add your fingerprint to the app and you just follow the instructions. You just keep tapping it until it says that it's done. And then it's captured your fingerprint. And anytime you want to open the door, you just tap that side and it will pop open. As far as the Lockly Vision goes, that's just how the smart lock works, but this is also a video doorbell. So this video doorbell is 1080p full HD. It has two-way audio, and so it will ring through on the Lockly app if somebody ever presses the doorbell button. So all they have to do is press that button, your phone will ring, or it will show you an alert on your phone, and then you can tap to answer. So when you answer the Lockly doorbell, you can choose whether or not you want to speak to whoever's there. You can actually answer the doorbell without even having them realize that you've answered it. It doesn't confirm to them that it's answered. And if you want to talk to them, then you press the microphone button. Here's a quick clip of what it sounds like when you answer the door and you're interacting with someone at your door via the video doorbell.
Hi there, I'm a delivery man, and boy do I have a delivery for you. Here's a box. Please take it. Hello there. Hello there. I have a box. I will open the door for you. Thank you.
Depending on where you are when you answer the door, there is a slight echo from the device, but I didn't really find it to be laggy or choppy. The video is decent quality and it is very responsive, so it does answer when you hit the answer button, and you can speak to whomever's there. With the Wi-Fi hub connected to both door locks, both the Secure Pro and the Lockly Vision, you can access the door or unlock the door from anywhere you are. So really this is a perfect door lock, smart door lock for a rental of any kind, because you can always change the key codes instead of changing the lock. And one of the best parts of Lockly Vision is that it includes an SD card that sits in the hub. So you don't actually have to pay for a cloud service. It saves your videos straight to the hub and you can download them. That's it for my look at the Lockly Secure Pro and the Lockly Vision Smart Locks and Smart Video Doorbell. You can see my full written review on Best Buy's blog. Thank you for watching.